it's Cathy from inkingitupwithcathy.com, and today I want to show you this cute little card. I just love this Will Walrus Be Friends stamp set, and that's what we're going to use today. I've seen this card be referred to as a pop-up message card and also as a wiper card. And so in this case, we've got our cute little walrus with his eyes closed saying, "Ready or not, it's your birthday." So I thought this was so cute. Now, if you're wanting to sign this card, then I would recommend putting a panel of white on the back, and you could do some more of a birthday sentiment on the back and then sign your card there. Because I don't know that there's a really good spot to sign unless you try and squeeze it down here. But let's get started and let me show you how to make this card. So for cardstock, you're going to need, this is a piece of Whisper White that is 1 7/8 of an inch by 2 7/8 of an inch. And you will need a scrap of Whisper White to stamp Ready or Not on. And this is soft sea foam, and it's cut with the second smallest stitched shape square. So this measures, let's see, it measures about 1 3/4 inches square. You're going to need another piece of the soft, I was going to say this is the soft sea foam, but it's not, it's Seaside Spray. The Seaside Spray cardstock, that this measures 7.5 inches by 4 1/4 inches, and a piece of the Blueberry Bushel that is 7.5 inches by 3 inches. A piece of the Blueberry Bushel cardstock that measures 2 inches by 3 inches, and these will layer. And then finally, this is a piece of the Sea Silhouette DSP, and although these were not cut this way, this is kind of what you're doing. It is a piece that is 2 3/4 inches by 6 3/4. And then it's cut into 3 pieces, which are 4 3/4 inches and 1 3/4 inches, and then 3/4 inches. So you're going to be cutting this one, and then this one, and then this piece. So this ends up being 3/4 of an inch by 2 3/4. This one is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. And this one is 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. All right, before we do any scoring, I'm going to take this piece here and take my little fish from the Will Walrus Be Friends stamp set, and I've got them placed together so that the rubber meets at their fins. And my Blueberry Bushel ink, and right along the bottom of this I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to start in the center and then work my way out, and I'm going to stamp them and just move over, and it'll just about perfectly fit. And I like to do this before I score, just in case they land on a score and that depression in the cardstock makes it so your stamping doesn't work as well. So then we're going to take our scoring tool, and we're going to place this here and the Simply Scored, and I'm going to do this one upside down because I want the folds on the right hand side for this piece. And so I am scoring at 1.5 inches and 2.5 inches. So 1.5 and 2.5. And then on the blueberry bushel, I'm going to do the same thing. 1.5 and 2.5. Okay, so now we're going to flip this back around. So on this one, the score lines are on the left side, and this one, the scores are on the right. And I'm going to fold in here. Let's get rid of that. And you want to make sure that you use your bone folder to really burnish those as well as you can. And then this is going to fold back out this way. And then on this one, you're going to fold in. I'm sorry, you're going to fold this direction. And make sure it's nice and straight. I can see that I'm a little off there. So get that caught. And then back this way. So now, as you can see, they are opposites, where this panel is at the back on this one and at the front on this one. And that's the way you want it to go here and here. Okay, so then let's set that to the side, and we're going to work on the little wiper piece. And the first thing is we're going to take some Memento ink and the blueberry bushel ink. And you're going, and we'll go ahead and stamp this at the same time. You're going to take your It's Your Birthday, and with the blueberry bushel ink, you want that right up at the top. As far up at the top as you can. And then we'll go ahead and do the Ready or Not while we're at it. There we go. And then in Memento ink, we're going to do our little walrus with his little bird and put that right below the It's Your Birthday. So you really want everything in like the top half of this. And then we're going to color that with our blends markers. And let's see, this is the light Seaside Spray for our little bird and the ocean. And I'm not coloring all the way to the edge. I think it looks cute that way. And then I'm going to use the soft smoky slate for the walrus. And my smoky slate's just about out. Let's see if the other side works better. There we go. And then for his cheeks, I'm going to use the dark smoky slate. Just like that. We'll glue that onto our blueberry bushel piece. Okay. So now to attach this to the card, we're going to take and figure out the halfway mark here. and fold this corner back at basically a 45-degree angle. Just like that. And then you want to use a real good solid glue. So I'm going to go ahead and use liquid glue. And I'm going to put it just on that corner, and that's it. And then I'm going to bring it straight again, like this. And it's going to come in here up against this fold, and I wanted to make sure that it's at least a 1/2 inch, just barely more than what this is going to be. So I want this to be able to cover it, but not by much. So as you can see, I'm just a little bit, and I can even sneak it up just a little bit more. And then I'm going to fold this down against it like that and let that dry a bit. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put adhesive on this side here. And again, I'm going to use a retired product, the Fast Fuse. But if you have the tear-in tape or the liquid glue would work as well. And this is going to go right over the top, and you want to match up this this side here. So just like that. Okay, and then you're going to do the same thing with this one here. Just like that. And as you can see, it'll lay flat. And then when you pull it out, then that pops up just like that. That's exactly what you want it to do. Then we'll take this piece. This is the 4 3/4 inch one, and place it here, just like that. Open this up and get these two pieces. This one will fit in here. And this one will fit here. And then the Ready or Not, we're going to take the classic label punch and punch it out. And we want the Ready or Not over on the right-hand side. You can leave all the extra over on the left-hand side. So just like that. And we'll take a little bit of snail and at this end, and that's going to attach to the back of our square. And then we'll go ahead and take the snail again. And attach that to the front of our card. Making sure it's straight. And then our little walrus here, we need to color him as well. So he's going to be in the light smoky slate. We got there. And then his little face here with the dark. And then let's put him up on some dimensionals. And then finally, I'm going to take some of these epoxy dots, I guess is what they are. How did I get my hair all over it? And put them on. So let's put a large one there and a small one there. Maybe another large one there. A small there. And a small one over here, like that. And there's our little wiper card. Oh, you're hanging. Oh, I see. The liquid glue caused this to separate in there. So I need to just reach in there and get a little bit more liquid glue between those two pieces. And then it will be all set to go. So that is a cute little either pop-up message card or wiper card using the Will Walrus Be Friends card stamp set. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon.